Hey guys, welcome to a day in my life as a college student taking Philippine History course edition. So I'll be taking you with me to class and later on we'll be going to a museum with a friend and I'll be yapping throughout basically. So spend the day with me, have fun. Okay, since you'll be spending this day with me, a snippet of my day anyway, I'll be showing you what it's like for me to be studying Philippine history. Because yeah, I'm not really into history. I mean, just enough, I guess. Because it's our responsible as citizens to be as involved in history. But anyway, what I like about history is yung mga topics about art. Because personally, I am a artistically inclined person. But anyway, here's me taking notes. This is not pretend, huh? I really am taking notes. I really was taking notes that time because it helps me retain and absorb information. But anyway, art. I love it because there's meanings everywhere around it. Okay, um no matter how kung gaano siya ka plain sa tingin ng isang tao, it's different for other people. It's different for the artist itself. Kasi for example, mayroong controversial na painting. I guess na it was just blue. Okay? What you see is just blue. But, ang nagamatter daw for that artist is yung brush strokes niya. Okay? Kasi, what's different sa brush strokes niya, I think it's because um it's more polished strokes, kumbaga. You can't see yung streaks ng brush, you can't see yung splotches ng paint and all that. So, ang kanya kasi is polished. And I think ang sinabi ng artist na yun is it because he wants his life to be as polished as this, to be as controlled as this, to be as, kasi no matter how plain his life will be, he wants it like that, be controlled. So I guess there is different interpretations of things when it comes to art. Kasi you also have to consider yung historical, cultural, and social context, yung artist's intentions, and yung biography niya. Like that artist, for example, where it's just blue, but then brushstrokes, tada. And then there's the subject matter, iconography, composition and style, the reception and interpretation. First, let's start with historical and cultural, social context. What really those are is yung kung ano bang nangyari sa um, kung ano bang nangyari while this painting was made. Okay. For example, there will be artworks that were made during the colonization area, so it's going to be really inspired. So, yung mga painting doon maybe would have the emotion the artist had when at the time. Okay, so or maybe it would directly illustrate what it's like at the time. So, ayan, kung kailan yung ginawa, ano yung nangyari sa time na yun. There would also be yung intention ng artist mismo at saka yung biography nila. Kung anong nangyari sa life nila, sino yung gumawa, bakit nito ginawa, okay? Ano yung gusto nila iparating. There's also the subject matter and iconography. Anong laman ng artwork? May symbols ba, like animals, objects, and or gestures, heavy on symbolisms, I guess. For example, a color might symbolize happiness, a color might symbolize sadness, anger, anguish, and all that. Another one will be composition and style, kung paano inayos ng elements ng work. Dito naman, more on the principles of artworks, I guess, on the shapes, the colors, the art styles, and all that. And then meron naman yung reception and interpretation kung how is it received by other people. Going to museums, na-realize ko na they aren't just spaces for art kasi they're like storytellers. They connect us to forgotten histories, culture, and even ourselves. Especially na this museum is centered on Mindanaoan art. And as a history student, sobrang helpful nila kasi mas naintindihan mo yung lessons kapag nakikita mo in real life eh. So, I think that's it for day in my life. Bye!